Hi Scorpio, welcome to your 2016 annual forecast, year at a glance I'm calling it. What I'm doing slightly different with this reading is we'll be focusing on just two oracle cards, two aspects of your life. We'll look at your karma, all the decisions, all of the baggage, all of the blessings from a past life, and then your destiny. What's calling to you, what you can start to achieve if you work past the karma. So we'll start with your karmic card. And yours is generosity, receiving, keeping to yourself sometimes as well. So this is deciding when and where to give of yourself, of your time. There may have been a past life or earlier even in this life where you've held back, where you were afraid to give of yourself to others. So your opportunity now is allowing other people to receive your gift, receive your time, your energy. Let's see what could come as a blessing from that karmic lesson that you have. So for you, I actually feel like people are ready and willing to receive it. So for some of you, this actually means literally being sort of involved with music, with the arts, with creation, writing, composing, but it can also just mean you bringing a great blessing to the earth through service. So let's see what the opportunities are for you this year to open up, to share more of your time and more of your gifts. Okay, so at the very beginning of the month, the Page of Arrows, which in this is the Page of Swords, you're going to be able to bring out a new idea. I like the idea that it's indicated by a bird here and we're talking about music. What I feel like you have to do is open up and be more vocal about what's important to you and to your life. So this is your time to start to communicate, create a business model, or not business model, but like a one sheet for what you want to be doing, and share it with people, communicate, and believe in the power of your voice. I know a lot of people don't, but listen to how you sound, listen to the authority that you have, and you're going to have to be able to believe yourself before anyone else can believe you. So focus on how your delivery is. For some of you, that means taking some speech, public speaking lessons, or joining a club where you can get over some of the fears. But if you can do that, then I see that there's sort of a power in the way that you speak, in the way that you appeal to other people. So if you can do that, it actually improves, and we go from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords, and you're going to be able to have more vision towards what you want, and people are going to start to tune into that vision more. A hawk is all about think of the ability to see further, to hunt further, to get what other birds, what other prey can't. So for this, it's sort of your ability to reach beyond, and also I want you to scope things out and go further than you've been willing to go before. So this is really about stepping back from your day-to-day duties, your normal obligations, and thinking, what is it that I'm really here on the earth to do? What haven't I been allowing myself to do? Generally speaking, both January and February are going to be great months for you in executing, getting things done. You shouldn't run against too many any roadblocks. And also there may be like a new opportunity that comes your way, perhaps in an existing job, perhaps it's a new job. But I see it as something that you could basically take and run with, and February would be very successful for you. Two of Pentacles is coming up in March, and with the Two of Pentacles, what you're going to be asked to do here is balance. You'll notice that there's a little bit of a dance going on here, and what I see with you with work and with your home life is you're going to have to try to pull the balance between the two. I do think a lot of people will be asking of your time and of your energy. If you do a good job with this, then I feel like you'll be able to. I see some positive cards around summertime here, so I think that you can actually set a good 2 to 3 month trajectory. But April will be challenging for you. We have the King of Cups here in reverse, which is all about emotions that are somewhat overwhelming. And I feel like a little bit of hesitation with this card. You'll notice that the bird here is unable to put both feet in the water. So for some of you, there's elements of your life that you've been tiptoeing around, and this is not the time to do that anymore. Particularly with such a strong start with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. What I really want you to do come April is just embrace whatever it is. There's probably a little bit of fear attached to what's coming next. Don't be afraid. You are going to need to do some work, but what I see coming through is partnership opportunities. If we jump ahead now to May, we have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands, beautifully illustrated here, is showing many people that are going to be willing and ready to come to your aid. But I do see some challenges for you with money. I do see some challenges with your willingness or readiness to move forward. And this is what we were talking about earlier, withholding. Don't withhold anymore. Allow these people to come in and give you assistance. If you do, June can be beautiful. You can have another strong month here. This would be the Ace of Swords. So you had the Page, the Knight, and now the Ace coming through, which basically leaves you with a beautiful path for the next half of the year. So know that if you allow the help and the opportunity that wants to come through in May to come through, then June is wonderful for you. July, this is going to be a month when it looks like there's a lot of people that are around you that want to help, to be around, to support you. We've got the Ten of Cups. There's a great ability for things to flow, and we're looking here at this music card, this harmony card. I want you to not fight the flow here. For this, the stream is reversed, and it's showing me that it's almost like, I want to say, self-fulfilling prophecy. Some of you are afraid to allow positive things to come to you because you might be wondering, is it worth it? When's the next thing going to fall? When's the next shoe going to fall? Something wrong? I don't think that's the case. But if you allow that thought process to continue, then August becomes difficult for you. It could then become the Ten of Swords. Now, the interesting thing with this Ten of Swords is you can work through it. You can take the challenges and actually use them as life lessons and tangibly make them something positive in your life. I've always thought that wands and swords are pretty close and that sometimes it's about perception. So you look at the Ten of Wands card and it's about ending something and moving to something new, usually in Rider-Waite, illustrated by an individual holding something and looking at a house in the distance. Ten of Swords takes it to the other extreme, and it's someone on the floor sort of like feeling like the world is crashing in on them and everyone has it out for them. Why does it have to be so polarized? Couldn't you take some of the lessons that you've learned and kind of throw them right back out at the world and say, all right, I'm ready? And that's what this card's saying, is that it's not the end of the world. It may feel like it sometimes, but it's not. You are going to have a significant life change hitting around September. Now, what's great about this is it's punctuated by there's a Lover's card right after it. So if you can make it through whatever the shift is, and I kind of like this card here for Death. It's called the Journey, which is more indicative of, I like, other decks actually call it transformation, and that's really what it should be called, because death is not an end. It's a changing of energy and a beginning of a new energy. And so what this is the end of a journey. If I were to sort of extrapolate based on the cards what it is that could be shifting out for you, there could be a parent or a loved one that is sort of fighting, putting up a fight here, and towards the end of the year that battle could be ending for some of you. For others, this is about you stepping away from that feeling, because again, Ten of Swords can often be a card where it's a martyr thing. This is where you take control and accountability for your life. You'll notice here we have like a young archer that's starting to find their own way. So what I want you to see then is you're now grown up, you're an adult. You may feel alone sometimes, but there is some solace in knowing that this is your journey, you know what's next. And if you allow that to happen, then partnership and new love can come through in October. And not only that, but you will also get to a point where your spiritual growth can start to become heightened. And I see this happening around November. So as you sit more comfortably in who you are, other people are attracted to that energy. You are then able to go a little bit deeper into that energy. And then towards the very end of the year, we have Ace of Pentacles. And what this is telling me is new job, possibly for some of you, new marriage or engagement, or great big opportunity that's coming through in December. Now, both the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles were reversed, but what I see with that is the general opportunity for it to come in. Because of your two cards, your Karma and your Destiny cards, what you need to be able to do here is allow some of this love to come in. And the love wants to start to come in around October, okay? And then the new opportunity comes through in December. There is also an outflowing of love that's coming through in July. And you could look at your challenges with money coming through in the third month of the year and think of it as a chance to work with others and ask for help. So your partnership opportunities, again, are March. You have another one coming through in May where people want to help you lay the foundations for the rest of the year, and will help you greatly avoid any sort of debt or issues coming through in the middle of the year. You have another partnership opportunity coming through in October, and then at the end of the year. So there is a lot where people want to give or receive, and that exchange, you have to think if it makes sense and if it flows well for you. Sorry, you couldn't see as I was pointing to some of the last ones here. But again, partnership here in October and again in December. So your challenge will be balancing out what feels good for you, what you feel is adding to your life and to your overall journey. But it's a good year for you. Your pivotal month, though, when everything shifts and where you're going to have to really think through what the next big thing for you is. If we look again here, it's around the 8th month. So August and September. You're either going to step away from something or have something sort of, it's probably a difficult lesson that's coming through here for you, but it's bookmarked by a lot of outpouring of love and support, and then possibly finding new love or deepening a relationship that you have already. So I like that the Lovers is coming through. Okay? I hope this was helpful. I tend not to read with that deck as much because they changed every suit and it takes a lot of work, but I liked it for this year. And for some reason, your particular sign called me to use this deck that I probably only pick up 3 times during the year. So hopefully that resonated. I wanted to remind you that, again, I've done the January 2016 readings. I'll post a link to those as well here. There's just a lot, so hopefully it doesn't all get lost in the 24 videos that I upload at once. Please keep in touch. I enjoy all the comments, the likes, and the subscribes, and it really does encourage me from month to month. If you ever want something a little bit more in depth than this reading, then you can reach out, and I will. I have a new special on my website, which allows for, I think I put it for 45 minutes, so we could go in a little bit more in depth and look at health, wealth, love, and destiny, but just for you. In the meantime, have a great, prosperous 2016, and thanks for everything. Satnam.